Pete Hegseth, Pete is the at one time a Fox News host there on Fox News, and now he's been picked for Donald Trump's defense secretary. And come to find out, his mama been all in his business, according to the report. And lo and behold, his mama may be his downfall. Now we keep mama out of your business and out of your family? When will you grow up and move away and get away from mama? You're supposed to not hate mama, but not have mama living with you, all in your business, in your family business and things like that. Or single business if you're not married. According to Politico, the mother of Pete Hegseth, Donald Trump's pick for defense secretary, took to Fox News Wednesday morning to defend her son. In her first public comment since it was reported that she once harshly confronted him in an email about his treatment of women. Your mama is your enemy. That's why when you grow up, you move away from mama. And don't look for another mama to take mama's place. You grow up and stop being a boy, a mama's boy. In the good old days, when boys were boys and men were men, the men and the women taught you that. They made sure that you were not a mama's boy. You were not afraid of bullies. You didn't come home crying to mama because somebody yelled at you. You didn't come home telling your mama about your business with your girlfriend or your wife. You didn't allow mama to go live with you. And when you got married, you moved far away from mama. And in those days, mama didn't want to move with you. Mama wanted to stay at her own house and do her own thing and leave you to your own problems. That's over now. So apparently this woman, according to the story, I don't know, hurting her own son. Isn't that amazing? Here's part of what she wrote in an email. This is from Fox and Friends.
You never in a million years thought you would be doing this.
No.
Because you didn't realize that this email you wrote in 2018, somebody leaked it to the New York Times.
Correct.
And they printed it.
Correct.
I'm going to read part of it. You say, this is to Pete. During the 2018 divorce. You say, I have no respect for any man that belittles, lies, cheats, and sleeps around. And you go on and say, you are that man and have been for years. And as your mother, it pains me and embarrasses me to say that, but it is a sad, sad truth. You say, we still love you, but we are broken by your behavior and your lack of character.
At that very point, he should have given his mama the finger and forgotten about her. Just don't be angry at her, but be done with her. Isn't that amazing? His own mama. Your mama is your enemy. Your mama is not your friend. The same spirit that's in your mama is in every woman that you meet. That's why you're not supposed to look for any woman. You're only supposed to look for what is right. And women should be looking for what is right and not even look for a man either. You're going to always find the devil when you look for it because you put that before God. Seek first the kingdom of God in his right way, and the right will be added unto you. Isn't that amazing? Here's why she wrote the email from Fox and Friends.
So why did you write that email in 2018?
Right. Well, what
was going on?
Right. Let's go back 7 years, which if we all went back 7 years, we would see that maybe we were not the people we are today. But they were going through, Pete and his wife at the time were going through a very difficult divorce.
And what her business?
It was a very emotional time, and I'm sure many of you across the country understand how difficult divorce is on a family. There's emotions. We say things, and I wrote that in haste. I wrote that with deep emotions. I wrote that as a parent.
Look how wicked she is.
About 2 hours later, I should, my husband tells me I should think through things a little bit more. But Pete and I are both very passionate people. I wrote that out of love. And
no, you
about 2 hours
love.
later, I retracted it with an apology email, but nobody's seen that. So it was a difficult time.
Isn't that amazing? Satan is all involved in his marriage. And her husband told her whatever. She didn't listen to her husband, so why would you marry a woman that will not obey you? And all she's doing is justify her evil. She doesn't have any love. She didn't have love then, and she doesn't have it now. What a mess. Don't be letting your mother move into your home with your family. Not even with you when you moved away. Who want to be stuck with mama as an adult? Think about that. That's not love. And here is the mother on her son's allegations. Watch this.
There are, and you wanted to come on to talk a little bit, and you mentioned a moment ago the media scrutiny. You know, there are allegations of sexual assault, excessive alcohol use, infidelity, financial mismanagement. As a parent, that's really hard to, it's hard to hear.
Right. Well, our job as parents are to correct. They are to speak truth. And I am a passionate person like Pete, and sometimes emotional words come out. I don't believe any of that is true, any of it. And I'm here. I wouldn't be sitting on this in this chair today if I didn't believe that about my son.
Right. How's the family holding up?
Oh, we're okay. We have a deep, deep faith.
Yeah, right.
Not
Faith
only in
in
each other,
Satan.
but in God. And our friends have been amazing. The support we've been receiving has been amazing. So we're trusting in our God and in our faith and in our
Yeah, right.
family.
Mm-hmm.
How would you like for that to be your mama? What's wrong with you? You get stuck with your mama. And why don't you know something's wrong with that? You only owe your parents. God said to honor your parents. All he's saying is don't resent them. They couldn't help themselves. Forgive them. But you don't be stuck with them. You don't owe them anything. And if you do help at some point, you do it because you want to, not because you feel guilty or obligated to. Then you're helping the right way. This woman's not even obeying her own husband. She said she didn't listen to her. Her husband tried to tell her. And now her son has a opportunity to work for one of the most perfect men on earth, Donald Trump, and the mama mess coming up. The mess from the mama, not even from the wife, from the mama. Think about that. Pete and I are so emotional and so passionate. So she's saying that she recreated Pete in her image. Is she admitting that? You're not supposed to be passionate and emotional. That's evil. You're not saying you're a good person because you're passionate or emotional. You're saying you're evil, and you are. You really are. What a mess! But you can overcome it. You really can. That's the beauty of life. You're not stuck unless you want to be stuck. You're not a slave to your morality unless you want to be a slave to it, because you're definitely not free. You can be free. just drop your anger. Drop the anger and drop the thoughts, and you'll be free.